What have you seen inside someone's home that made you view them differently? 1. Once when I was a kid I was invited to stay over for dinner at a friend's house. My friend's mother poured a large quantity of ketchup into a cereal bowl, which the entire family all casually dipped their fingers into and licked throughout the meal. 2. Pills. All over the floor. Every room I went to had random pills on the ground. I picked them up and put them in a Ziploc when I was watching their cats. I let them know and they didn't seem to care. Watched their cats again months later and again found pills all over the place. So bizarre. 3. Was watching their pups and was told extra blankets were in the bottom drawer. So was the make-at-home PP mold kit. 4. Went over to have a post-work smoke sesh. Dude's wife was strung out. The toddler just hanging out and the infant was in a playpen, both unsupervised, dog-free roaming, cigarette butts put out everywhere, and just piles of dog poop all over the house. I dipped immediately instead of smoking, told him exactly why, because his house was disgusting and I didn't feel comfortable getting stoned in front of children. Then I reported him to CPS and called my boss to let him know that if a coworker didn't show up it was because I called CPS on him. My boss was pretty chill about it. Homeboy lost his job because of the charges he picked up. They found an illegal substance, coke, and popped him for distro, possession, illegal firearm possession, child endangerment, child neglect, and abuse of a minor. 5. I better appreciate that a friend of mine was badly depressed when I saw how messy his home was. I wanted to let him know if he needed anything and do my best to help, but I don't want to just say, hey sad ass, let me help. 6. One family I went to visit had a room in their house that was set up for a college kid. Posters, TV, some weights, a computer desk, even a half-empty cologne bottle on the desk. I asked them what college their son went to and they immediately changed the subject and the mom looked down and away. They said the room is rented out. I later found out their son could not get into the college he wanted and decided to commit suicide. They left his room exactly as it last was. 7. Trick or treating. As a kid we were always scared to go to one neighbor's house. The yard, nor home, was well kept. Stories circulated the neighborhood for years that he was a mean man, had unalived his family, etc. As a dare, I ran up and rang the doorbell, and as I tried to run away an older gentleman opened the door. He said, I don't get many kids nowadays, happy Halloween, and held out a bowl of yummy candy bars. I peeked in and it was a meticulously kept home on the inside. A little candle lit, neatly folded blankets and magazines next to his lazy boy chair. He was so kind. I believe his kids were grown and had moved away. Wife had passed away years ago. Made me not believe the rumors that get started about people. 8. They didn't own soap. Like, no soap at all anywhere in their house. 9. A girl I hung out with in college had me over to study together. We didn't have dorms, we lived close enough to just walk to college, so it was at her house. I saw this little colorful urn on her TV stand and I said, oh, that's a pretty pot. She got this really sad smile and replied, thanks, that's my daughter. I felt so bad. 10. The woman I nannied for had a very messy house, but she always looked so put together in public. She had 6 kids and always said, don't judge me, our house is lived in. This made me realize it was okay not to ruin your life over a perfect looking house as long as everyone and everything was functioning. 11. Child corn. Way back in the before times, I worked as an installation and repair tech for a major telecom. Installing DSL was one of the things I did, and while testing the connection to one guy's PC, I stumbled across some very disturbing images. His line was working fine, so I just smiled, told him there was no charge, and left. Called the police first, and then my boss to let him know I might be busy giving a statement for the rest of the day. The dude got severely busted. 12. If I had not known my neighbor when I was growing up was a World War II vet and the coat was a war trophy, it would have been the SS officer's jacket he had in his closet. Fresh and never worn, he pulled it off a wagon somewhere in France. Without the context, it would have been a massive red flag. Instead, he and his wife were a sweet couple who were always happy to tell my brother and me stories from the war. He served in Europe. She served in the Pentagon writing letters to fallen soldiers' families. I miss them still 20 plus years after they passed on.